fly. These weeks are flying by, aren't they, Gwen?
I know, they really are. They
It
really
only
are.
seems like 2 minutes when we were sorting out and chatting about
The
about
full
the
moon.
full moon, and here we are. We've had a new moon in Taurus. That
Yeah.
grounding, get organized sort of energy. So
And of course, you were traveling back from Scotland on the day of the new moon, weren't
yeah,
you? We are a
yeah,
copper plate, but
yeah,
it's helped me absorb the energy,
yeah.
definitely.
Yes, it's been interesting. So I decided I would use my moonology.
I love them. Yeah.
I just thought, yeah, that's what we need today. I'm actually enjoying this Taurus moon, um, and because it's in my opposite, because I'm Libra, it's got an extra ping to it. So it's feeling like really exciting new beginnings. So I thought that I
It's
would have
also
a
your
look.
daughter's star sign, isn't it?
Yes, it
Yeah.
is. So
Yeah.
there's that kind of crossover. Sorry, if it's noisy, it's the dog in the back having a chew at a box.
What have you got
And
there?
I've also got the Psychic Tarot of the Heart.
Lovely.
I like John
Beautiful.
Holland's cards. So it just felt, and the backs of them are beautiful green clover.
Yeah.
And I just thought we've had May Day, we've had that spring into spring, we've got that lovely energy flowing, we've got the earth energy. So I
Yeah.
thought, yeah, I feel like I need the Psychic Tarot of the Heart. So let's just have a see what the cards are going to bring us. And there's definitely been a shift in energy with this full moon.
Yes.
It feels like the end of the beginning almost. You know,
Yeah.
we've sort of crossed over. I knew there were two cards there. They didn't end up coming out right. Oh, sorry, I'm just faffing about because I've managed to put something on my screen which is going to sit there and annoy me. I shouldn't do these things. Shouldn't mess that. Oh, hell. You disappear behind my calendar. That must mean things need sorting date-wise. Okay. So let's just have a look. I actually want 4 of the moonology. I just need 3 of the earth ones, heart ones. Right, let's have a look. Okay. Oh, yes. New moon in Cancer.
Wonderful.
Relax. And this is just that beautiful water, the little faint gleam of the moon, all the stars in the background. And
Yeah.
for me, there's something really, I do feel that peaceful feeling that's coming through with this energy. Now, it takes time. I think we forget sometimes it takes time for the inner to come and manifest outward. But what I would expect over the next couple of weeks is quite a few opportunities to just go. It's
The
like
breathing.
the ground has been dug over and the seeds have been planted.
Yeah.
Now you have to sit back and just let them grow, let them do their germinating and starting to peek through. So very much the energy of let's have a look, let's watch the moon, let's watch the stars, let's just keep our eyes upwards.
Yeah.
Don't bring that sort of oof, it's not working. Let's just go, oh, lovely. And let the time pass. I think that's a really
Yeah.
important thing from a Taurus moon in terms of grounding, is this idea that things take time to grow, that we have to take those small steps, plant the seeds, and then wait and see what we harvest at the end of the year. So yes, relax. Uh, we've got the Libra
Oh,
last quarter
good.
moon. And this one, oh, she's so purple. She's so
She's
beautiful. She's
beautiful.
just, yeah, we're just at the end of the cycle. And this is make time for self-love. As you can see, the figure in the cards is also echoing with their own, what I
Yeah.
like to call their inner moon, that sort of phases that we go through. So along with the relax, we're being asked to think about that love that we put into ourselves. And it's quite funny, really. I'm having a bit of a giggle because I've just booked a pedicure. Oh, right, okay. And that's the thing, I think, for me in this energy. Nothing grows unless you nurture it.
Yeah.
We planted a seedling, we have to water it, we have to let it be in the dark for a while. It's good to be in the dark when you're a seedling because it helps you to germinate, it helps you to start to grow.
Yeah.
So there might feel like points in this next couple of weeks where I'm all in the dark, I don't know what's happening. But then you take your seedling out and you put it in the light because the little first leaflet has appeared and your seedling goes, oh, light. So for me, whatever you are busy planting, don't forget you will need it to have a little period of not quite knowing how it's going to turn out.
Yeah.
And that is absolutely okay, because when you get that first little leaflet, it may be even better than you imagined. At
Yes.
least it will show you the growth and the movement. So having a bit of love about the fact that you're doing this work, and that whether it's planting the seed inward or planting seed outward, that what you're doing is you're encouraging the growth. It's interesting because I think we often face life with fear, waiting for the next bad thing to happen. And it's quite a strong preset in most human beings, that pessimism, looking
And
at
it's that
life.
feeling of lack as well, isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Yeah.
And looking at life as if life is going to come and smash me to bits,
Yeah.
instead of, wow, each day is a blessing, each day is something new.
Yeah.
And I was talking about that in my letters last night, and that really struck home because I
Yeah.
do feel this new moon is reminding us that we get a new chance every time, every day, every morning when we open our eyes. We can write ourselves afresh.
Yes.
It's us telling the story. So
Yeah.
let it be a loving story. Let
It's love.
those things in your day flow as um, kindnesses and loves towards yourself. And you'll find the balance, because that's what we have to have. We have to
Mhm.
have that balance between, yes, things might go wrong, and yes, things might go fantastically right. And of course, the next moon really helps because it's about,
Oh,
again, we're in the last quarter moon card here, clear your mind. Again,
yes.
we've got those lovely purples. She's sitting reflecting, if you can
Yeah.
see. I, for
Try to
me,
meditate. Yeah.
I'm
Definitely.
looking at the hills of Scotland and the purple heather, and all the bluebells are out at the moment. It's a fabulous
Yes.
card. And of course, we're moving into Gemini shortly,
Yes.
astrologically. So there is this opportunity with this new moon to get that kind of focus, to wipe away the extraneous bits that don't matter, um, to kind of just be focused on what matters most in my day, not my week or my year,
Yeah.
because it's how you build your story. And I'm getting this very strong story energy with this card. Um, you want to be clear-sighted about your story. You want to say it how it is. You want to be um, open to, you can rewrite it or start another story or end a story. So I really feel like this next couple of weeks, we've got those opportunities, not only to say, well, what am I planting, but to say, what don't I need to plant? What
Mhm.
can I leave behind?
Mhm.
And I think for me, it's backed up with the full moon in Capricorn.
Yes.
Take a reality check.
Yeah.
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 Pause. Assess. I love the Capricorn energy. The goat. Let's be the goat. Let's just
Mhm.
ask the questions. Let's do the analysis. Let's work it through. Let's see if we feel comfortable with where we are now. Not in a judgmental way. I think
No.
reality checks have got to be about um, about kindness to yourself and say, well, you're improving on this, you've done more on that. And it's quite funny because I reposted something as a memory on Facebook this week, and it was I'd sat and wrote down my milestones, what I'd done, and
Yes.
of it, 6 years ago, and it had popped back up as a memory this time. And it is that thing of kind of, oh, that's interesting, those were what I was looking at and proud of then. Where am I now? What else would I add to that list? Where,
Mhm.
I might need to sort of say, oh, I've been doing it for longer, or I might need to say, oh, I've stopped doing that. Or so where am I? And I feel like the full moon in Capricorn energy that's around is that reality check, that
Yeah.
kind and compassionate. Have I got planted what I want to plant? Yeah,
Yeah.
because that's the thing. There's always time to plant more. And here it is, the floor card. There's
Oh, beautiful.
always time to plant more if we go with the flow.
Yeah.
It's in this beautiful, calm water. It's rippling and it's having an impact, but a very gentle, easy impact.
That's what it's about.
So
Yeah.
and it's beautiful because he's in his orange. I'm in the orange, and he's in his purple, third
Yeah.
eye. I've had a lot of purple, haven't I? And
Yeah.
it's that sense of just allowing things to be as they're meant to be. Again, that energy of get up in the morning and let your day be as it turns out. Don't fight it, don't stress it. I'm sorry, I'm giggling because outside my window, fire engine's turned up with its blue lights flashing at the
Oh.
bottom of the garden. I don't know why, but anyway. So maybe we need to be a little bit more on alert to let the flow carry us forward.
That's a good one, Lee. Yeah.
There's nothing going on out there. I don't know. Right. Okay. And get used to with this card, this is the win or lose card. And there we are.
Yeah.
There it
Yeah.
is. We're grounded. The issue is grounded. Bring the issue up from up over your head down to your feet. Bring whatever's bothering you. Bring that ability to say, win or lose, it doesn't matter.
Well, in the center of that card is the heart.
Yes, absolutely. Beautiful, beautiful heart. And
Mm.
I just feel like we again it's kind of bringing a sense of peace if we recognize that what we plant, some might grow, some might not. We're just
That's it.
never in a position to know. So and it's also an interesting card. I love when this card comes out because for me, sometimes when we think we lose, we've actually won.
Yes.
And when we think we've won, we've actually lost.
Mm.
And it's a really interesting card to be aware of and to prompt yourself with this next couple of weeks. Well, am I winning or am I losing? And actually, does it really matter if I'm going with that flow? Because everything that is taken will be returned.
Mhm.
Everything that has been given will be taken away. That's our if we think of it, that's how we come in
Yeah.
and go out.
True. True.
So I've one last card. Here we go.
Oh,
Solar plexus chakra. So
yeah.
solar
Spirit.
plexus is vital in our connection to our guides, to the loved ones in spirit, to the angels. It's the place where we connect with others.
Yes.
And we've got some dodgy connections with each other, human race at the
Yeah.
moment. And so I'm picking up that sense of needing to address how we relate to one another. So over the next couple of weeks, it might put that focus on relationships, all kinds of relationships. And it's about, are you honoring yourself?
Definitely. Yeah.
Solar
Yeah.
plexus is only in balance when I have needs, you have needs, can come into play, and we can address what is between us from a very positive balanced perspective, which is interesting because we got the self-love card. And I
Yes.
think sometimes when we're dealing with other people, we don't love ourselves enough to say, hang on a minute, that's not quite right. That's
Relationship with
balance.
yourself first.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that's my cards finished.
Yeah, that summed up this energy that's around, definitely.
Mm.
Okay, so I've had a bit of a change. Okay,
Oh,
so
new
priestess
beginnings.
come out,
Oh, yes. Yeah.
and I've gone for Kyle Gray's Angels and Ancestors.
All
Now,
right.
I find it interesting that
Mm-hmm.
two, if you like, I feel ancestral packs have come out.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
maybe this is where our thinking needs to be as well. You were saying about the things that you used to do. Do you still really need to do them anymore, or
Mm.
don't fail because you haven't?
Yeah.
The past is the past. There you go. I've just got that. So okay, so I'm having. Oh, I've forgotten the artwork on these. Are so beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay, so oh, I'm doing 4 of Carl Gray's. Okay,
Mm.
let me see how many of the angels I'm doing. The priestesses. I always feel these cards, the priestesses, gives me my answers.
Yeah.
I feel they're very powerful cards. Of course,
Interestingly, mine are all Scotland at the moment.
are they?
Oh, yes.
You've left the divine feminine in Scotland. No.
Yes.
Well, the very first card is obviously what I was feeling when I picked these 2 packs.
Uh-huh.
That is the Star Ancestral card.
Oh, lovely.
Okay. And that says follow the voice of your soul. And
Mhm.
it's roughly what you've been saying, Annie. It's not what's in your head. You've
Mm,
really got to listen to your heart.
mm,
Live in the moment, like you were saying. You wake up in the moment, but live in the moment.
mm.
What happened yesterday has gone.
Yeah.
Nothing you can do about it anymore. Live in the moment. And I do feel that sometimes we forget to listen to ourselves. We're
Mm,
too busy hearing the nattering and the expectations of what other people say you
mm.
should do, or how you should think, or how you should see the world. And this is all about you. I mean, beautiful
Yeah.
constellations above,
Yeah.
and we have the pyramids down below.
Mm,
And when you do look back on how our ancestors have created things on Earth here, there are huge lessons to be learned,
yeah.
because they were done from the heart.
Mm,
They were done with the purpose of it being meaningful to others,
mm,
and the priestess that goes with that, and again, follow your inner soul.
mm.
It's this.
Oh, that's a beautiful card, isn't it?
Isn't she gorgeous? It doesn't matter that a giraffe would tower above you.
Mm,
Seeing at one with each other.
mm.
Feeling that compassion,
Yeah.
feeling that true love. But again, you have to start with yourself.
Yeah.
Because if you don't love yourself, how can you love anybody
Amen.
else? And it is, isn't it, Annie? That is where we've got to start.
Mm,
No
mhm,
point in having sort of that feeling inside of you're not worthy,
mm.
because that's the energy you're going to be giving out to other people,
Yeah.
and they may not be able to give you that love back because you're not actually projecting it yourself.
Yeah.
You really need, the true love has to start with yourself.
Mm,
um and then we have the wonderful Carl Gray card. um these cards are very similar to yours. Here we have the she-wolf,
oh, wonderful.
the big full moon behind her,
Yeah.
carrying the power
Yeah.
of her guides, really. The
Yeah.
wolf,
Love her feathers.
carrying the protection. She's
Mhm.
got her lovely as you say, feathered headdress,
Mm.
and it says here, unleash the wild within.
Yeah,
And when we're looking at Taurus, you know,
yeah.
people say that Taurians are stubborn. I don't think so. I think they're determined.
Yeah,
It's that determination that they have,
yeah.
and they will go forward. And I think, with this Taurian moon now, we need to be really determined to
Mm,
feel it and
mm,
move forward with it. It's
yeah.
really heartfelt.
Mm.
Okay, so here we have, hang on, that's better.
Yeah,
She's putting on her headdress. She's not taking it off,
yeah,
I don't think. She
yeah.
is wearing her headdress, and she's
Mm.
wearing it with pride. But
Yes.
again, this is the deep emotional card, as it says. And again, we say when a new moon cycle comes, get rid of the old, but don't
Mm.
forget what's influenced you.
Yeah,
You know, they're
yeah.
the positive things to bring forward. That past life influences and things like that. Bringing those forward. And she's there saying, "This is me." You
Mm.
know,
Hmm.
um, so those unknown feelings, don't doubt what you're feeling. I think you
Yeah.
said, um, you know, um, yes, it's wonderful to think lovingly, but be aware that um, that there is the negative energy coming towards you as well,
Mm.
and so be aware when you're feeling a bit imbalanced.
Mm.
And make sure that you're balancing yourself with that focus. Sorry, I'm putting my headdress on now. With that focus,
Get it on, girl.
absolutely. And then we have the old man, the druid.
Yeah,
And this is saying about, holding your space. I think you had a card very similar.
yeah.
Hold your space. That
Mm.
again, Taurus, be determined,
Mm.
true to yourself, be true to others.
Mm.
Don't be influenced too much by others.
Mm.
Excuse me. I think this card's saying, are you listening, Gwen?
Pay attention.
Pay attention, Gwen.
Yeah.
Because the priestess that comes with that is sacred purpose.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
There she is. She's really thinking about her ancestral roots,
Yeah. Mm.
and where she's come from, where she is now, and
Mm.
and where she's going. It's like carrying that the eternal flame. I think she's
Yes.
holding
Yeah.
her eternal flame, you know,
Mm.
shining her light, bringing herself forward. She's in the woods. Hey ho. Where else would I be?
Exactly.
But yeah, yeah. So having that purpose
Yeah.
and that belief.
Yeah.
Um, these are all so synchronized with what
Mm.
you brought out as well. I love her.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
She's got that beautiful infinity,
Mm.
symbol around
Yes.
her. She's
Mhm.
all well adorned in her
Mm.
regalia.
Mm.
She's
Yes.
holding that pride. She
Yeah.
is the medicine mother, as the card says,
Mm.
but it's your inner knowing, and it's honoring what you know. And I
Mm.
think this message has come out in your cards, in these cards,
Mm.
quite a few times. Believe in yourself.
Yeah.
Believe in yourself.
Yeah. I think that's the key nurturing part of those seed plants, isn't it? Have that
Exactly.
belief that they'll grow and they'll do well. Yeah.
Yes.
Mm.
Um, and it's funny, I used this word when you were talking. We have
Oh,
this card. Okay.
yes.
Very powerful,
Very.
very, again, determined,
Mm.
but very strong. And this is the loss and lack card.
Mm.
We
Yes.
mentioned that before,
Yeah, we
you know,
did.
with the
Mm.
fear
Yeah.
and feeling victimized,
Mm. Mm.
that's all up here, you
Yes.
know, and it's realizing that it is what I always feel is what's been planted
Mm.
negatively for you,
Yeah.
don't go there. Don't go there at all. Just move. The seeds you've planted. You
mm,
believe in what you're going to be,
mm,
blooming. Oh, that's a
yeah,
nice word. Blooming from
yeah,
what you've sown.
mm,
And don't don't need to play the victim
mm,
or have pity on if it doesn't grow. There's a reason why things don't grow. It's not
yeah,
its time,
mm,
or it wasn't the right step to take at that point.
mm,
And I always say, trust in the universal energy
mm,
that whatever might be going on up
mm,
here, the universe will always, always bring that positive energy inward, and you've got to embrace it. And, as you say, over the next fortnight, it is about maybe spending a bit more time meditating,
yeah, yeah.
relaxing, being at one with the universe, being at one with your guides,
Yeah.
you know,
I
and
th- Yeah, I was just going to say, I think for me as well, because you've picked up on that strong ancestral energy,
yeah,
obviously a lot of our fear is planted through the ancestral lines, which is why ancestral type healing, um, recognizing you are kind of a product of other people, recognizing that they're just doing the best they can, but that may have created situations in your familial line that are
yeah,
harder for you to deal with.
yeah,
And stepping back from that, um, doing the self-nurture. Sometimes what we've fallen into is the trap of thinking, in
yeah,
solar plexus, nobody loves me. you know,
exactly.
and that's the victimy stuff. So
Yeah,
yeah, absolutely, feel that ancestral vibe is an important one at the moment.
it is, it is. And I think although it's a card, um, using negative words, I feel it is the last card because I think that's the big
Mm,
message.
yeah.
I didn't know whether to pull another card, but
Mm,
no, I feel,
mm,
that everything else around it is
mm,
about nurture, self-love,
mm,
bringing yourself forward, belief in yourself,
yeah,
you know.
yeah.
And we know that these little things, from our past life stuff,
Mm,
is influencing,
mhm.
things. But it's going with the flow.
Yeah.
There you go. You had the flow card. You know, can't love yourself,
Yeah.
can't love anybody else. Amen. Well,
Oh,
I love the cards that have come out. They really
mm,
have been very synchronized and
yeah,
very meaningful. Definitely.
definitely. Yeah,
Yeah.
brilliant. Well, I always love doing the cards with you, Gwen. It's amazing how we have different sets of cards, but those cards bring us to the kind of recognition and realization
Of
jointly. It's
what that
lovely.
message is for everybody. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Definitely.
So I will see you again at full moon.
Full moon. Yes. Yes.
It'll fly
Oh,
by.
it always does. It always does.
Yeah,
As soon as we posted this one up, we're oh,
we're up.
okay.
Yeah, yeah. Next one's ready. So thank you once again, Gwen. As
Thank you,
always,
Annie.
lovely to talk to you.
It's been
And
brilliant.
I'll see you soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. Bye.